Hello and welcome to my military island base made in Lyra for my level design map. Here is the first iteration, the second iteration, and the third and final iteration. As you can see from these no maps, you can see what I was going for when designing this game, and sort of what I wanted it to look like and how I wanted it to be structured and laid out, as well as the top-down sketch, which was a more detailed version of how the map would look once it is complete. The responses I got from this game was that it was too big, especially in the first two iterations, so I decided to scale it down and have more geometry around the map, as well as spread out the capture points, which was another comment I got, that there was no incentive to go in certain areas, so I decided to change that. As you can see here, this is the spawn area where you spawn in. There is two sides, you have the blue and the red side, so the players know which side they're on, so they can call out like, hey, I'm on this side, I'm on blue side, and another team can say I'm on red side. I also decided to texture the map as well, just so it looks a bit nicer, and again players can tell the difference between what area is which, whereas all the camps are green and the tank is a different sort of greeny black, same with the army truck, which again goes with the army feel, because in the army most things are green for camouflage, so I thought that was a nice thing I could add, as well as planes were white as well. So again, everything sort of had its own colour and everything stood out in a sort of way. And here are some good cover points that the players can use to shoot other players. They can, peek through doors, go on, the sand, to kill players, to flank them from different areas. They can go up top. To get up top, they'd have to most likely have to parkour, so it makes it a bit harder, but that challenge pays off because you then have an advantage over the player since you'll be at a higher point than they are, so you can look down on them. There's also other objects and geometry I made, such as tanks and airplanes and trucks, so the player can use that piece of geometry to use as cover and to get around the map easier, and to say like to players that they're playing with, hey, I'm by tank, there's someone by tank, there's someone in this area, that area. So it just gives the game more of a feel to it, that you should go to certain areas because there's something there. There could be players over there, there's weapons, health in certain areas, which will again make the player go towards those areas. As you can see, there's some parkour here which leads from tower to tower, as well as on the side of the hangar there's a bit harder parkour, but once you're up there it gives you an even better advantage over the opposite team. And there's also all kinds of fun ways you can get around using this parkour, which is always a nice touch. As you can see, here's me capturing one of the flags in the helicopter with doors on either side so you don't get killed, as well as lighting in the sky and around the map to make it more clear what's going on. There's also a capture point in the middle of the map, so the players are drawn to the side of the map, as well as in one of the camps. So again, there's capture points in every single area, making the players want to go in each area. And then there's water surrounding the whole area, which once you go in for a certain amount of time, if you're in there for too long, you get killed. So it again stops players from going outside the map area.